I often say that spirituality is a feeling, not a thinking. We have to get out of our heads and back into our feeling body, into our hearts. Um, one of the things that, one of the stories that I have told many times is my first big spiritual awakening experience, which was a spontaneous Kundalini rising. And I call it Kundalini rising because that was the label that someone gave me for it. That he described it that way through the Hindu belief, right? But for me, that's the label I've put on it now because that's what I was told it was. But the label itself is just a label. I don't necessarily believe that it's that one religious construct is 100% what it was. I just believe that I tapped into a larger picture of my own divinity and your own divinity and Jeshua's own divinity and everyone's own divinity. I tapped into the oneness. But one of the things that happened during that experience was I was, if you remember the story, I was in a tent in New Orleans and it was really, really cold in that tent. It was like they were having like record cold temperatures when I was in a tent at a medieval fair. And it was cold and I was really cold. I didn't have enough stuff to keep me warm. So I had my eyes closed, yawning, pardon me. And I focused on my feet and I said, my feet are getting warm. And my feet got warm and I slowly brought that heat up my legs, my knees, my thighs, and it came all the way up to my chest. And I couldn't get it to go above my chest. I couldn't get the heat to rise in my face. My face was freezing. And I was struggling with it. And I was, come on. And then I heard a thought voice. And I say it that way because it's like hearing someone else's thought in a different voice. And the voice was, relax into it. Relax into it. When I talk to people about their own spiritual journeys, I often hear about their struggles, about how they have to do this way and that technique and this modality, and they have to go through these whole processes to get there and all this stuff. I often hear those things happen all the time. And what's interesting about it is, for me personally, it was spontaneous. Two things about this being spontaneous. I knew I could do something. I knew I could think myself warm. I knew, and then I took action. I did it, right? I actually didn't look for the things I was supposed to try. I did it. I actually took my thoughts, words, and deeds and said, I am doing this. Right? So that's a very simple thing. I'm not looking for the answer. I am the answer. I am the one creating the experience. When it started to be a struggle again, the oneness of God, the source, told me, get out of your head and relax into it. Relax into it. Get that feeling of relaxation. Let go. And what is it when someone says let go? What are you letting go of? You're letting go of your thoughts. You're letting go of your belief, your structures around what you're doing. You're letting go of the things that are in your head. And you're dropping into your feeling. Relaxation is a feeling. Drop into that feeling of relaxation. When you learn how to meditate, right? A lot of times they'll say, count your breaths in, count your breaths out. They'll listen to this mantra, listen to this tape, listen to this, da, 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 da. All of them lead you to one place, the place where you relax into it. When I meditate now, I go, and I just relax into it. I bypass the modalities. And go right to the point of relaxation. I lay down in bed at night. I close my eyes. I can tell that I'm in my head. How can I tell? Because I'm still experiencing all the things that happen during the day and the world and all this stuff. But then when I go, okay, I'm letting that go. And the next thing that happens is I'm experiencing being in my body, but not of my body. It's like I'm looking at the back of my eyelids. I'm experiencing being separate from my body within my body. Like inside of it, like in a shell. And then the next thing that happens is I have this weird sensation of feeling giant. Like the room feels so small around me, and I feel big, and my eyes are closed, and I'm still, but everything feels so small and close. Then I start seeing colors, right? How's all this stuff happening? I've described this before. How's all this stuff happening? It's happening because I am doing it, and I am relaxing into it. I go, okay, now this is, I go there, and I feel that experience. Yawning. Concept of sleeping makes me yawn. But the idea is that I'm into that phase of looking at my experience from the experience of joyfully living, and life is easy. My belief is that we relax into it. We relax into our spirituality. Why? Because our spirituality is our natural state. It's not natural to struggle into our natural state. Our natural state is always a fallback. you know, you've always heard the expression "the resting blank face," right? Right. That's their natural state, is they drop back into this look. I'm in a resting love state. I choose that, right? Why am I in a resting love state? Because that's our natural. That's our fallback. God is everything. We are one with God. God is love. We fall back to love. When we relax, it feels so good. We exhale. It feels so loving. It feels so easy. And we relax into it. That is the key to all of your big esoteric experiences. Every one of my big esoteric experiences, my Kundalini rising, my first out of body, which was the day after my Kundalini rising, my astral travel, all the things that I've talked about on this channel happened because I relaxed into it. Not because I was trying to find the modality that got me there. No. I relaxed into it. And then the things started happening. When I got out of my way, when I got out of the thinking and into the feeling of relaxed, I'm relaxing into it. I am, God's name, relaxing into it. Because your relaxed state is your natural state, and your natural state is one with God, and God is love. So relax into it. Live loving and relax into it. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye. Thank you, my friends, for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure that you've subscribed and you like it, you share it, but also comment below it. Let's get this community talking about these topics and spreading this information out far and wide so we can change the world for the better. Thank you.